Who's what now? Weniger, looking for you up in staging. We are going to run them right away. You know, it looks like rain, but it's not rain. It's Canadian smoke. I blame Canada. It's just you're pretty much. It's pretty much a safe bet. You can blame Canada. We're waiting for the rest of our balance bikes to make it out there. The Coopers. I don't want to say BMX runs deep in the Cooper family there, but I remember when their grandpa raced out here. He's also a heck of a motorcycle racer. All right, going to get those balance bikes going. Here we go. If you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we got fast jump in the gate start. Out of Hacker. Hacker, Fraser, Cooper. There's got to be a way. Maybe we could tape a broomstick to the seat tubes on those two balance bikes so Mom can run them both. Got to get Dad out here to a race to run one of those balance bikes. Oh, nice dismount out of, I believe, Josie, and that's Emmett in the 3. Getting it all figured out there. Those jumps, they got to look like they're 9 feet tall when you're only 2 feet tall. Cooper kids gonna take that one in. For the 3 and the 4, that is Motos 1 and 2 out of round 2. Round 2, Moto 3, going to be McKay, Jones, McKay, and Weniger. McKay really having a hard time getting that big bike going. Yeah, that's a Belgium horse if I've ever seen one. Weniger takes a peek over the inside shoulder and sees nothing because Jones was on the other side. Now he's got him. Jones on the 2. McKay on the 3 and McKay on the 4. This is Moto 3. This will be Weniger on the 1. The class is 9 and 10-year-old open. Bunch of our 10 and 11-year-olds got to be up at Wisconsin this weekend because this class is looking light today. Yeah. Swan doing good up there, I heard today. Got a 2 and a 3 on both bikes. Cash Peterson's up there. Whole shot going double A. This is Moto number 4. Double A, let's the Stinger go by. I don't know, might be reeling him in. Double A trying out a new ride tonight. Stinger out there with the new Crip Plate ride. Double A back in his old Skull Crusher jersey. And Veronica McKay. I'm sure she's sporting some jersey that her dad found in the bottom of a gear bag under a refrigerator box in the closet under the stairs. Hanley, Merswa, Mara. Mara in the 2 right now behind Hanley. Hand grenade Brendan Hanley out there right now. Is he sporting a cast? Is that just an old sock? Mara Merswell on the 2 and the 3 behind Handley. Handley getting rad out there. Like I said, at any given time, he could blow up. I don't want to jinx him, but 17 and over ladies cruisers. This can't be 17. This has got to be like 10-year-old. Yep, 10-year-old cruiser. Hurst, Hanley, Eddie, and Arionyx. Just like that. Oh, no, Arionyx on the 3. It looks like the Bulldozer on the 4. As soon as you're done, we'll do the old switcheroonie. Sigamy Hurst on the 1, the Demon. Doing it for Hurst Plumbing out there. Corey the Explorer on the 2, Arionyx on the 3. And the Bulldozer, Mason Eddy, finishing up on the 4.
Once again, $317 in 50-50. Into the first turn. 9 cruiser. Wyatt speed bump out there leading this thing. McKay is in every moto tonight, pretty much. He's putting in some time on the big bike. Ben-Dog in the 3. But I've seen McKay in 3 different motos, so this might be, yeah, he's putting in some laps. Let's just call it 11 expert cruiser rolling your way right now. Cook with a nice start, puts himself in the 2. Nice pop on these guys. He's in a good spot. Shockwave, Cook, Dimmer, Griffin Beef Johnson, Haas, and Bump. Can Cook hang on? Can he beat these heavyweights? He is sending a message out to these guys right now. That gate start wasn't a fluke. He got out good. Shockwave, he's got heat. Here comes the double D. D taking him at the line, but a great race out of Cook. Haas into the 4. Johnson and Bump. Oh, man. Remley just basically put these guys in check. Kios and Colton Woolwin. Yeager in there. I don't think they're going to catch him. Older guy, cruiser coming your way. First turn action, Denniston. Denniston coming around the mountain, Burke. Knight Rider. Burwell and Voisin. Denniston, Burke. Greg Knight in that 3 spot. Bob, Bionic Bob Burwell, and Shane Voisin. Liam Bicey loading in late. He's going to ice these guys down in the 5 and under novice class. Except Kaya just waved at him when he got in the gate. So I think it's a pretty friendly crowd tonight in that 5 and under group. Stifle coming out of 8. Ooh, he does the double look over to the left. Last moto we saw him do 1. This time it was 2. Liam into that 2 spot. 3rd place ride, Kyle McInnes. Stifle is lighting it up right now. Standing up real good. He has pretty much come full circle since the indoor. McKenna still talking in that second turn. A lot of chatter out of her tonight. 4 months from now, we'll be at Rock Island Indoor. 4 months. Stifle, Bicey. McInnes. Stevens got the lead on Tilly right now. Maddox, the Madman McCleary in there. Stevens looking good. Tilly trying to catch him. Heading into that last turn. We are going to have a race to the finish line. Stevens trying to hold her off. McCleary in there. Winiger starting to put it down. Stevens makes it to the line in first. McInnes down low. McInnes with a hole shot. Nice move. Frazier in there. Goodman. Hacker in the 2 right now, trying to catch McInnes. These guys traded positions right now. Hacker trying to launch an attack. Otherwise, these guys' points are going to be tied up going into the main. Here comes Hacker. McInnes on the gas. Oh, we're going to have a great main event. Frazier, Goodman. Levi McCleary, Remington Thompson, and Peyton Frazier in that race. Coming around the mountain right now, 14 is your moto. It's got to be an Ellison, Cedar Rapids, Zimmerman, Van Zuden, Frazier, and Yeager. Ellison right now lighting it up. Cedar Rapids on top. Having a good run, too. Kimber Ellison taking it in. 15-year moto. Packed up in there. 6 riders. McKay, Thompson, Sophie Joe, Peyton Gross, Gavin Gens, and Carter Ellison. Ellison, I think, leading it. Part of that Ellison crew out of Cedar Rapids. Veronica in that 2 spot. I think Thompson is in the 3, I think. Sophie Joe for 4. Nitro in the 5. Gavin Gens in the 6. Ellison taking it home. Big time. McKay in the 2.
You got somebody waiting for you on the deck down there. Yep. Looking. Yep. Looks like Merswa trying to catch up to Mason Eddy again. Eddy had him till the last straight last race. Now Merswa working it. Nice move out of the bulldozer. She dropped the blade and gave him a push. Bulldozer trying to hold off Merswa one more straightaway. Can she do it? Merswa's got some smooth down that straight. There he goes. Man, Merswa waiting to the end of the race to set the hook. Ariana's going to come in on the 3 on that one. That was 26-35 novice class. On to intermediates. McKay, Zimmerman, Adams. See Adams on the 2 right now. I believe that's McKay on the 1. Jackson McKay. On the 1, going to put Brody Zimmerman out of Coal Valley on 3. Love your zoo. This will be Jackson McKay on the 1 coming out of turn number 3. Ben Dog trying to reel him in. Ben Dog working some smooth down that last straightaway. McKay going to try to hold him off. Ben Dog getting a little high on that last jump. 9 intermediate, Kaczynski, Jones, McKay, and McBroom. Top side ride could be the Outlaw. Outlaw on the 1. Going to be the Fireball on the 2. Brantley McKay and Sophie McBroom. McBroom getting thrown in with the fellas tonight once again. Jones going to take that one in. Kaczynski on the 2. Moto 19 hits the track with some creaky cranks. Looks like the Demon on the inside. Wow. She just hit the afterburners already. Hopefully she's got some fuel left for the rest of the track. Be the Demon on the 1, the 101 on the 2. That's the Chef, Landon Cook. The 632, that's Kinley Ellison. Dr. Jones, and Brockton Bump. Single filing it now. Looks like Hurst slowing it down a little bit. She's got just enough to keep the win down that last straightaway just in front of the Chef, Landon Cook, and Kinley Ellison. Moto number is 2012. Intermediate is your class 3. Wide at the stripe. Now Honer working out of gate 8. The Purple Python finding the 1 spot now coming out of turn number 2. Going to be Gear and Jones holding down the 2 and 3 behind him. Purple Python, Brody Honer. Hanging on to the 1 out of turn 2. Oh, throwing a little style to the crowd. Smiles to the girls. Jones now working Gear into that last turn. Honer checked out of this one. Jones still working Gear down that last straight. Keep an eye on Jones racing for second place. Jones, Gear going to the line. No way am I calling that one. I might have to go back to the tape. Mara, Shekels, Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh on the 1. Shekels hanging on to the 2. The Big Show, Bentley Shekels. On the 2, going to be Mason Mara. On the 3, Whitmarsh. She just pedaled over that table, and then she crossed up going into turn 3. The confidence is oozing out of that young lady as she finishes that race in first place. Moto 22 on the track, Ash Weniger, Johnson Bump Dimmer. That is a mess of BMX heading into turn number 1 right now. Looks like it could be, and it's going to be Weniger coming out of the 1 spot on that one. Going to be Weniger. Speed Bump on the 2. Chandler Ash now shutting the door on the 1 ride of the Double D. And Beef Johnson finds himself in the back of the pack right now. He was leading this one first round. So going to be Weniger on the 1. Going to be Weniger. Speed Bump racing for 3rd and 4th now. Double D laying him down, feeling the heat from Chandler Ash. Beef Johnson shutting it down, going to save a little space for the main. Whole shot goes Double A out of Moto 23. 12X is your class. Cartwright, Scrowther, and Helke in there with him. Helke finds the 2. Big hurt out of Haas Cartwright trying to take the inside line out of turn number 1. No room for him down there as Scrowther takes over the 3 spot. This will be Double A. Culver looking for you in the gate. Scotty Culver to the starting gate. Still going to be Double A on the 1. The Stinger on the 2. Doing it for Crit Plate. Standard ride Scrowther and gate 8 ride of Haas Cartwright rounding that one out. 16X moto number 24. Kime Kiosk Wickersham Hanley. Nice snap out of Kime on the inside, but he's got some BMX chasing him down. Kime going to lay him down. Get out in front of these guys while he's got a shot at it. Comes out in the 1. Hanley working it. Wickersham now settles into the 3 spot. Team Iowa ride. Wesley Kiosk pedaling over that table. Hanley now putting some heat on Kime down that last straightaway. Looks like Kime's got some good smooth happening. Hanley on the 2. Here comes Kiosk. Working Wickersham to the line, not calling that one from the tower either. Big one coming at you, last moto, round 2. Captain Chaos, Bionic Bob, Mike Burke, Scotty Culver, the Knight Rider, the Elder, James Elder, and Jerry Binky Dennison. It's like Chaos on the 1, Dennison on his outside elbow. Dennison going to be searching for some room down to the inside, perhaps Elder trying to find his way around. Culver sitting in the 4 spot. Burke, Dennison, Burwell rounding that one out. That is a freight train of old BMXers right there if I've ever seen it. This will be Captain Chaos on the 1. Dennison, Elder, Culver, Burke, Knight, and Burwell. That is last moto, round 2. Scotty Culver going to catch his breath and set up some foot down action. 50-50, left the tower, went back out on the concourse. If you still need to get a ticket for tonight's drawing, there was roughly $320 in there just a little while ago. That's before the split, of course. Get in on that 50-50. We are back here Tuesday, Thursday practice. Next week, weather still looks great for next week. Looks like we are not back here racing until the 15th. But next Saturday, oh, I'm sorry, we're back here on the 10th. So we're back here next Sunday. Next Saturday, though, Cedar Rapids, Iowa State qualifier. And then they got a big weekend of BMXing up there. If you're not here racing with us on that Sunday, you should be up there racing with them, helping those guys out. They had a brand new program going on up there. They are handling things very well. They had one of the biggest races Cedar Rapids has had in like 25 years. They had that last season out there, and they handled that race well. They got a good crew working there this year. Go up there, and even if you live in Illinois, hit that Iowa State qualifier. There's no rule that says you can't go up there and screw up somebody else's points. So Culver going to get some foot down going on, and we are currently on break.
$331 and 50-50. It is in the tower, and we'll be up here. Come and see us if you'd like some tickets. you could win half of that money, which I think you'd be very happy to do that. 331. All right, clear the track, riders. We're going to do just one quick thing. We're going to get the main events going. Cleared out. Hey, Shane. It is Sunday, right? Sunday, Friday, right? Next Sunday is our next race. Yes. Next Sunday is our next race. Followed by a Friday night, the 15th. All right, everybody else clear out. Get ready for the main events. Balance bikes can start working their way out to the last turn. Check, check. All right, we're going to do something real quick here. Picture's fine. All right, this is not a move-up award tonight, but this is an award nonetheless. Last week we had a backwards race here at the track, which I can tell you was interesting. It was blazing hot last Sunday. I don't believe any track has ever done that officially with the starting gate, probably ever. But we did it here. Will we do it again? I don't know. Not this year anymore. Maybe next year. Well, Aaron says we should do it. Maybe it's not, if it's not as hot. You know? We needed more 8-man gates to make that start more interesting, I think. Eight-person motos. Everybody was pretty safe. But we had a sponsor for that race, which was pretty cool. And they're a new sponsor out here at the track. And we want to give this to Motion Raceworks, so come on out. Our Motion Raceworks guy, Andy. And he's a new sponsor that we've suckered in, that we've got out here at the track. And I'll tell you what, they make some stuff. If you go on their website, they've got car parts that I don't even know where they go. There's so many of them. But these guys couldn't make it. They could make last Friday night, but we got rained out, and then they couldn't make it Sunday. So, thanks, man.
Thank you. There you go. That's awesome. Thank you.
They can hang that up in their mega shop. Hey, so what do you do out there?
We machine and sell car parts. Aftermarket car parts.
All right, performance stuff mainly for racing.
A lot of drag racing, hot rods, street cars, stuff like that.
All right, have you ever broke the law in your car? Like, have you ever went past the speed limit?
Not any more than you have on a bike.
All right, we want to thank these guys. Give it up for Motion Raceworks. Pretty awesome. And I think they want to do some more stuff with us as the year goes on. And when I say that, might be parking lot race, but definitely BMX World Series of Concrete in December. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yep.
Hey, Andy. Andy, before you get off the track there, I just want to throw this out to you. You know, Profile Racing, they used to make car parts too.
Maybe they should start making some cranks.
I'm just throwing it out
they
there.
could start by making valve caps. That's where you usually start your company. You know? Yeah. Do they make any parts for a 1980 Chevette? Wait till that car show in October. Just wait. All right, I think we've got balance bikes ready. The big question is Tabitha Cooper ready? That's the big question. The kids are certainly ready. Loading in on the last straight. 50-50 at 3:31. It is up in the tower. I would be glad to sell you more if you're interested.
All right, looks like balance bikes are out there and ready to go. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, whole shot one more time. Hacker, the wild child, Maverick Hacker. I still say with a name as cool as Maverick, do you really need a nickname? I got to get a picture of Maverick next to my Maverick.
Cooper, we're going to need to check the pit crew over there. I think they might be.
Whoa.
They're.
Well, they call that innovating in the race.
This is like when you take your kids trick or treating when they're that small and you just carry them around.
Yeah.
The whole night.
He was dressed as Spider-Man, and then it got cold, so he put his parka on.
One of the Coopers is back on the gas.
Oh, they guilted him into it. I think that is that's Josie, I believe, in the purple.
How can you read?
Josie in the purple. Oh, did you see what happened there, Paul? Mom was doing it by herself, and now there's 2 guys out there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
so it takes 2 guys to do the work of one woman. Yeah.
Cooper hired it out.
Yep. So they're contractors. I'm going to need you 2 guys up at Moto 10 also to carry the fat guy on the black and yellow bike. And that definitely will take both of you. All right, Josie going to take it in for the 3. And Emmett, he might be napped out by now. He might be sacked. All right, moto number the 3, main event 3, 9 and 10 open class, McKay, Jones, McKay, Winiger. Winiger doing it out of gate 9. Laying him down. Looks like Jones out there. The outlaw Fisher Jones in the 2. Winiger is making that 2 get further and further back there. And then McKay and McKay. Oh, Winiger looking smooth. Oh, Jones looking good. Over the full float over the table. Winiger going to take that one in for the win. I think that might be a perfect out of that class for him tonight. Main Moto 4, McKay, Ashby, Helke. Double A hanging back in the 2 spot. What's he riding? I think Double A grabbed Bionic Bob's mountain bike. Bob, if you're looking for your mountain bike, I know where it is. That's leaving the door wide open for the Stinger Dax Helke. Helke on the 1. Hey, Double A just realized how tall that top tube is. And Veronica McKay hanging on to the 3. Main motor number 5, 15-16 open class, Mara Merswer Hanley. Hanley on the 1. I don't think he's pedaled yet. Hanley going to take that pump race. Is everybody pump racing? Nope, there's some pedals. Pedals out of the 2 ride. Merswa pedaling. Mara pedaling. It's like Hanley going to take that one in for the win. Main Moto 5. Main Moto 6. Girls Cruiser class. Eddie Hurst, Arionyx, and Cora the Explorer. Bring it. All right. All right. Looks like Cora the Explorer had the jump on Hurst there for just a split second. Hurst now moving into the 1 spot. Cora finds the 2. Arionyx on the 3. Going to put Mason Eddy on the 4. Eddie, I think, is concentrating on class tonight. She's tearing up her class bike. So still going to be Hurst, Handley, Arionyx. 1, 2, and 3, just like that. Thanks, man. I just called that from the stairs.
You were wrong. No. Oh, heavyweights in the gate, Moto 8. On the track right now, speed bump. working straightaway number 3. McKay riding that big bike really good. Bendog in the 3 spot. Keep your eyes on this one. Bump taking it home. Gate popping. Scrouther. Cook, Big Hoss. But look at the Double D. Double D rocks that 3 spot into the turn. Dane's been out here a lot of years now. I don't know how many, but it's probably more than I realize. Scrouther. Scrouther is 11. Yeah, he's been out here 6 years now. Big Hoss in the 2, Double D in the 3, Cook, Griffin Beef Johnson, and Bump. That was Moto 8, 9 coming into the first turn. Kios, is he going to put the clamps on him? No. Kios just letting Remley push him around. Remley taking over that lead. Kios is going to remember that. Woven in the 3 spot. Jagerbomb in the 4. Remley taking it home. 10 coming your way. Deniston. The Knight Rider. Knight Rider going from high to low. Burke. Bionic Bob. Voisin in there. Knight Rider working. Bionic Bob. I don't know. Deniston. Burwell. Or Deniston Burke. Burwell. Knight. Voisin. That's how they're going. Stifle hole shot from the inside. Bicey on the outside. Coming in. This is Bicey's 2nd race ever. His BMX career started roughly 10 days ago. And he had all backwards laps until tonight. Stifle. Bicey. And McInnes. It's kind of like when we have kids start at the indoor track and their only BMX they know is indoor cement. That becomes normal to them. Stifle last turn doing it. Bicey. McInnes just chattering that turn too. That's becoming a thing. McInnes in that 3 spot. Stevens, Weniger, McCleary coming around the mountain right now. Stevens, he's got some heat. Here comes Tilly Weniger. Maddox, the madman, McCleary in that 3 spot. So far, Stevens up front. Weniger in the 2. McCleary for 3. Single file last turn. Looking like that's how it's going to go. One of the biggest races of the night. Megan. Kenny hold. Wreck in the first turn. McInnes going down. We're going to check him out. Okay, all right, okay. Gotcha. All right, just checking. Checking McInnes in that turn. He looks like he's jumping up. Hacker up front. 2nd place ride could be Goodman, Frazier. Thompson. Gotcha. Okay, perfect. All right. Yep. McCleary in there. McInnes, get back on your bike, man. Finish this thing out. Get back in it. Carter, you got this. Let's go. Get on. Yeah, finish it out. Just remember, you crashed in the lead. There's no better place to go down right there. You were leading this thing. All right, Frazier just totally blew that gate. I watched him do it. He was not even on the pedals. Let's see what he can do. Yeager, Ellison, Zimmerman, Frazier, Van Zuden. Van Zuden in the 2 right now up front. The Ellison crew is on fire. They are from Cedar Rapids. They come here and they mean business every single time. It is true. Ellison up front, Van Zuden, Zimmerman. Frazier in the 4. After a not-so-good start, Yeager in that 5. Ellison. Most guys are leaving East Moline tonight. They're cleaning house. Gate going down. Veronica McKay is maybe the only hope at catching an Ellison tonight. So far, Ellison leading at McKay in the 2. No pressure, Veronica, but you're our only hope right now. Thompson in there, Sophie Joe, Peyton Gross, Gavin Gens. Ellison will not be denied. He's heading to last turn, leading this thing. McKay for 2. Looking like that's how it's going to finish up. Mirzwa, Eddie, Ari Onyx. First turn action. Oh, man. Eddie. Mirzwa gets through the mess. Oh, the high-low. The strategy is crazy BMX tonight. Mirzwa and Eddie putting on a great show. Mirzwa now leading it. Eddie in the 2 spot. Arionyx in the 3. What a race.
17. All right, on to main moto 17, Adam Zimmerman, McKay. Bendog on the inside, getting some heat out of the center, though. We got a mess of BMX coming out of turn number 1. Can Bendog hang on to the lead? He can for now. It's like McKay trying to get on the inside of him now. Bendog saving it all for the main tonight. Bendog leaves that door wide open, snuck right in. Jackson McKay taking over the 1. Now Bendog's got the line going into turn number 2. Who's going to end up in the turkey's nest? Nobody. McKay going to take that one in for the win in front of Bendog and Zimmerman. Main moto number 18, McBroom, McKay, Jones, and Kaczynski. Kaczynski trying to get on the outside of the Outlaw right now. Outlaw got the inside line coming in and out of turn number 1. He's going to hang on to the 1 coming out of 1. Fireball looking for some heat coming out of that turn. Going to be McKay and Sophie, the flying squirrel, out there in the 4, racing the fellas again tonight. Still going to be gate 8 Sexton Ford ride of the Outlaw. Jones on the 1. Here comes Kaczynski, though. Kaczynski trying to reel him in. Who's got going to have the smooth going down that last straightaway? Jones, Kaczynski, 1 and 2. Looks like Jones got this one wrapped up all the way to the stripe. 11 intermediate, going to be Hurst, Cook, Jones, Bump, and Allison on the inside right now, coming out of turn number 1, laying them down. Boy, she's got the heat going down right now. Going to be the Demon. The Demon racing for second place right now. Going to be the 101. That is Cook. Cook trying to hold off Kinley Ellison. Ellison working it in there now. Dr. Jones in there, and Bump rounding it out. Hurst now really stretching out that lead. Hurst going to take that all the way in for the win. Going to show the rest of the pack where the finish line stripe is. Oh, my goodness. Keep an eye on 2 and 3. Oh, my God. Look at Ellison. Ellison working it to the line. Almost stole the 2 out from underneath the chef, Landon Cook. Main moto number 20, winding them down tonight. Going to be Gear Honer Jones. Yeah. Honer, the Purple Python, slithering his way into turn number 2. Still going to be Honer on the 1. Going to be Jones and Gear. Gear, then Jones. Honer, though, checking out of this one. Heading all the way out of turn number 3 in the lead. Still racing for second and third. Going to be Gear. Gear and Jones. Looks like Jones is going to take the second in front of Gear. 13 intermediate is your class. Main moto number is 21. Going to be handling Hurricane Whitmarsh on the 1. Whitmarsh got the big show. Bentley Shekels out there in the 2. Shekels been trying to chase her down all night. Oh, my goodness. It is fair week. Hannah the Hurricane Whitmarsh doing it in her Tony Llamas. Take a close look. She's got cowboy boots on. I got $1 says somebody screwed cleats to the bottom of those boots, and she's clipped in right now. Shekels going to hang on to the 2, and Mason Mara on the 3. Main moto number 22, 10X, Ash Winiger. Johnson bump Dimmer. Winiger on the inside. Now Dimmer laying him down, coming out of turn number 1. Winiger ends up with a nice lead. Winiger, Double D, the Bone Shaker, out there on the 2 with a 138. That is speed bump. He is 138. Chandler Ash out there. And then Beef Johnson. 138. We should never do that again, Paul. Winiger going to take that one in for the win. Main motor number 23. Ashby Helke Scrowther Cartwright. Double A moving the moto right where he wants him on the inside. Haas Cartwright rode that white line all the way into there. Oh, man, look at that mess of BMX coming out of turn number 1. Double A now starting to stretch it out a little bit. Helke, holy goodness. Just shut the door big time on Haas Cartwright, stealing away the 3 spot. I heard some scrubbing going on in turn number 2. Double A still hanging on to the 1. The Crank Cruncher, Justin Scrowther, factory standard style. Crit plate ride of Helke, working it for the 2 spot. Double A starting to shut it down. Scrowther hanging on to the 2, Helke on the 3, Haas Cartwright on the 4. Main moto number 24, 2 mains left in the program tonight. Keim going to take the whole shot in your 16 and over expert class. We're going to be tarping the track here in just a little bit, and then we're going to be drawing some 50-50. Kios hanging on to the 2, got Hanley giving him fits on the inside. Hanley shuts the door. Kios has to slow it down and lets Wickersham by 2. Kios just got the 2 for 1, the BOGO even. Kios now trying to get that 3 spot back from Wickersham. Looks like he's going to make that work as Keim finds the stripe at the finish line. Last main moto of the night. Going to be Captain Chaos, Bionic Bob, Michael Burke, Scott Culver, the Knight Rider, the Elder, James Elder, and Stinky Binky Dennison. Gate goes down. It's crowded across that line right now. Chaos now finds some clear air. Got Dennison in tow. Elder working the inside. Elder going to shut the door on Burke. Knight trying to get in there where he just doesn't fit. Still going to be Captain Chaos on the 1. Dennison on the 2. Burke now working the inside, taking over the 3 spot from Elder. Culver diving into the 4 in front of Knight. And Burwell settling into the 9th place position. Still going to be Captain Chaos on the 1. Dennison, Burke, Elder, Culver, Knight, and Burwell. Looks like that's how that one's going to go unless Culver can catch Elder. He's got a shot at him. And Culver makes it happen, stealing it at the line. Thanks for coming out and playing BMX with us, folks. Don't forget that Illinois State qualifier in Brighton. There's definitely a rumble in Brighton on Sunday. Head down that way. Do that Illinois State qualifier. Racers, if you want to get that last couple of laps in, I suggest you do it right now because we're going to be tarping this track. So we are not back out here again until Tuesday for practice. We'll see you then. Stand by for 50-50 drawing.
Check. All right, blue ticket tonight, 347-556. 347-556. Sarah, you didn't win. But someday. 3-4-7-5-5-6. All right, hang on. Wait, get a couple guys down there for that last straightaway tarpon. It's way better with at least 3 guys. 3-4-7-5-5-6. Three, 4, 7, 5, 5, 6. Somebody has 5, 5, 8 over there. Okay. All right. Could be last straightaway. I don't know. What? Hearst Plumbing. It sounds like a redraw. That's time. Start re-swoosh tickets. Hearst Plumbing. Yeah, guys don't ride backwards on the track. You guys stop doing that. 3-4-7-5-5-6. Hearst lost. They lost their tent the other day in the storm. And it's been rumored that the new tent's going to have working plumbing and all kinds of stuff. HVAC type stuff. They're going to load it up. I tell you what, Megan Hurst is happy right now. She is.
Okay.
So that's what we got.
$76 of Coal Valley's.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Oh, you got it. All right.
You take it.
I'll give that to them. That's very nice. Okay, I will do that tonight. Thank you, Megan. Yep.
All right, once again, thanks for coming out playing BMX with us here at East Moline BMX Speedway. This last song of the night in off the request line. This one is for Paul in Coal Valley.